G'day guys, how are we? So in this video we are going to be working on my absolute baby, which is my WRX. So if you guys didn't already know, I own this Hawkeye WRX. It is flared and bagged and whatnot. And in this video we are going to be installing lower control arms for it. In the back of the car, the fitment is okay, like it's pretty good, but I want it better. I want to get a bit lower, which needs lower control arms because they need to be able to adjust a little bit better. So I've went and bought myself some lower control arms, I'm not going to lie, close to a year ago. So we've got some white line rear lower control arms. We're going to be installing them. Should be a relatively easy install, I'm hoping. I shouldn't say that because everything always tends to crap. So let's get straight into it. The first thing we need to do is we need to move the Rexy a little bit forward so we can get a jack behind it because we don't really have a lot of room here at the moment. But we have plenty at the front, so let's move it forward right now. So I have gone and jacked up the car. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go and take off all the wheels. So that way we've kind of got a little bit more room to work with and don't have to worry about scratching wheels and whatnot. So let's go do that right now. So now that the car is up in the air and we have got the wheels off, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be, I guess, taking the lower control arms off. Again, this is another install that I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just going to guess. And these right here are your lower control arms. We've got one there and one on the other side. Like I said earlier, I've got the white line kit, so to replace both of those ones just there. They're meant to be pretty hard to get off, I've heard. So fingers crossed we're going to be able to, and it's exactly the same on the other side. But it should be a relatively straightforward sort of install. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to get underneath the car and let's figure out what the hell we're doing. Alright, so now that I'm underneath the car, I thought I'd show you guys exactly what's going on. So these two here are your lower control arms. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing this one and this one, which is both in the white line kit. And all we have to do for this is legitimately just take this one off, and put the new one back on. It should, fingers crossed, be that simple. And then we can fit the new ones. The first thing you want to do before you go and crack these bolts just here though, is take off your height sensor, I believe that's what this is, and your sway bar linkage. So let's get to that right now. So as you guys can see, I have now got the height sensor and also the sway bar disconnected. So now all we have to do is disconnect this bolt, and this bolt here, and it all should come out, fingers crossed it's that easy. I doubt it, but it looks like that. So fingers crossed it is that simple. One bolt, they suck, pre-warning. Far out. so we have gone and got the old lower control arms here, and here are the new ones. So if we put them up next to each other, I'll just quickly pull this one out the bag. If we line them up next to each other, you can see that, well, one looks a lot newer, obviously. But on the new ones, we've got a lot of adjustment, which is exactly what we need, because on these ones, we have absolutely no adjustment. And these ones, we've got a lot. I'm really excited to have a bit of adjustment, because then we can like adjust camber and everything and get like the alignment perfect and all that sort of stuff. And I can do my own home alignment, which is going to be awesome. These are going to be really, really good. So let's go and get them in the car. All I want to show you guys is basically how one's adjustable and one's not. So let's go. So as you guys can see, I have gone and installed both the lower control arms. We've just kind of got them sitting in there at the moment, just matched them up to what the stock ones were, so I just put them side by side and got the same measurements. What I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to hook up the sway bar, and I'm also going to go hook up the height sensor. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so I've gone and put the sway bar link and also the height sensor back on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and do the other side, and then we're going to put the car on the ground and measure exactly where we are and try to dial in fitment a little bit. So let's go and do that right now. So as you guys just saw, I went and did the rest of the lower control arms on the passenger side as well. And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to put the wheels back on. We're going to put it on the ground and we're going to see where it sits. We might do a little bit of adjustment, nothing too crazy, because I do want to do a few more things with it. So obviously there's no point in me trying to make it perfect. So let's get some wheels on it, chuck it on the ground and see how she fits. Let's go. Alright, so I have gone and put all the wheels on. I've done a small alignment, I guess, just so it looks straight. What I'm going to go ahead and down do is I'm going to put on some wood so I can lift the car up and I can air it out. And we're going to put it down and we're going to see how it looks and maybe do a little bit of adjustment here and there. Let's do that right now. Let's go. I'm really excited for this. Alright, how's she look? A bit of camera. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly start the car, I'm going to air it out, and then we'll go from there and see how it looks. So I'm pretty excited for this. This is what it looks like. So on this side, we have a lot of poke. Like, I mean a lot of poke. It's just sitting on the rubber. So I rang Keen because I'm a bit lost, because that side has poke, and this side is like tucking, and basically exactly how I want it. Like, this fitment is amazing. Look at that, like it's perfect. So I'm a bit lost. So I called Keen, and we think the only way of changing it would be probably to do camper tops. And I was talking to good old Corn Dog.
What's up?
And we're saying that it could be a K-frame or something.
Yeah, it could be like the subframe or the K-frame, just sort of not quite bolted in completely square or across to one side or the other.
Yeah, if someone's like tinkered with it or something previously.
But being studded in the back, it shouldn't have that much movement realistically. So yeah, like Bailey's saying, camber tops or camber pins or something to that effect hopefully should fix it.
Fingers crossed, because yeah, I really want this fitment over this side makes me happy. It really does. Like, it is perfect. It's a good amount of camber. It's a lot, but it's not a ridiculous amount. I don't want crazy amount of camber, but I also want a decent amount. Where this side, like, you can just see the poke in it. Like, it's pretty full on. So yeah, I'm gonna go and purchase myself some camber tops for the rear. Hopefully that'll fix the problem. Fingers crossed. It should. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'm really excited to get this car how I want it. I'm going to show you the fitment again, honestly. I'll show you like 5 times in 30 seconds.
Bro is so excited about this fitment. It's
Dude,
unreal.
Look how good it looks. Come here. Come here.
It does look good.
Like, that looks sick. That's perfect.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, so I'm just going to figure out how to get the car a little bit lower, which might mean cutting the door. I'm not too fast. I've already done so much in this car, I don't really care. But yeah, we'll see how we're going to get it all. We'll eventually get it perfect because I'm really OCD with it. But yeah, again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to Connor, he's going to be in the description. Subscribe to Connor. He's got his beautiful FG. But yeah, I'll see you guys next video. See you later.